Hey first graders, so for our math lesson today we're going to talk about 3D shapes, and I have 5 different 3D shapes that I want to show you and that you've maybe seen in real life and not just through a screen. Okay, so here's our first one. It's not a circle, this is called a sphere. Can you say sphere? Okay, a circle would be a 2D flat object or flat shape. Okay, a sphere is a circle just like a ball would be. Okay, it rolls. You see how it's rolling around? Okay, so this is a sphere. That's our first shape I want to show you. Our second shape I want to show you is a cube. This is a cube. Okay, this looks just like a square on all sides of it. Okay, this one does not roll around. See, I'm trying to move it, it's not rolling. Okay, because it's not flat, it has flat edges. Okay, so if you could throw this, maybe it'd roll, but it wouldn't roll like this. Okay, so this would be like a box you would see at home. A lot of things are shaped like a cube. Okay, my next one I want to show you is a cylinder. Okay, so this cylinder is flat on the bottom, right on each side. Okay, but it does roll just like that. Okay, a cylinder would be a great shape that maybe like a can of soup would be. Okay, so this one rolls and it can stay not moving because it sits flat on my hand like this. Okay, now our next shape is called a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism. Okay, so this would be like maybe a tissue box or a different box at home. Each of these sides look like a rectangle, but then on this side looks like a square. Okay, friends, this one does not roll, just like the cube, it can't roll. All right, and has all of these faces to it. Okay, and our last 3D shape is called a cone. Okay, a cone, just like an ice cream cone. If you look like this, okay, but you can't actually add ice cream to this one. This one can sit flat, just like that, on the bottom. Okay, but it also can roll. Okay, it can roll if you can see that, because these edges are all smooth. Okay, so this one's a cone. So let's review them. We have a sphere, which is like a ball. We have a cube. We have a cylinder. A rectangular prism. And a cone. Okay, those are our five 3D shapes I wanted to mention. Okay, and there's little things that are different about each of those shapes. So let's look first at this cube. Okay, a cube, I want to talk about something called an edge. Okay, on a cube there's edge here, an edge here, here, and here. So on a cube there's actually a lot of edges. There's 12 edges on a cube. Okay, how many edges do you see on a sphere? None. Okay, there's no edges on a sphere, and that's why it rolls so well and rolls so easily. Just like a cube, though, wouldn't roll because of the edges. Okay, now on a cube and on a rectangular prism, there's something called a corner. Okay, there's corner here, 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 and that's where 2 or 3 edges meet. They make a corner. Okay, so on a cube like this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 edges, or 8 corners on there. Okay, so if you look at maybe a cylinder or a cone, there aren't corners either on them. Okay, you can kind of think of it too. If this was really sharp, the corner would be kind of pokey, maybe it would hurt. Okay, but there's nothing on really a cylinder or a sphere or a cone to poke your finger on that maybe would hurt. Okay, and our last thing I want to mention, so I've talked about an edge, just like this, a corner, and our last thing is called a face. This whole spot right here is called the face. Okay, just like my face or your face, all 3D shapes have different numbers of faces. Okay, so there's 1 face, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces on a cube. Okay, on a cylinder there's actually only 1, 2 faces. Okay, do you think there's more or less faces on a rectangular prism than a cube? Which one would have more faces? They actually have the same number of faces. It's just that the rectangular prism's faces are a little bit bigger than a cube's faces. Okay? And on a cone, this is a face too, and that's how it can sit nice and sturdy. Okay? So, to review, we talked about spheres, cubes, cylinders, rectangular prisms, and cones. Okay? And we talked about how there's edges, like this, there's corners, and there's faces to all of our 3D shapes. Okay? You can head on to your seesaw for your assignment today. See you next time.